Hi, TRC students. My name's Christine, and I'm a Scarborough City Group leader, and I'm excited to share with you the scripture of the day. I've been reading from the book of Isaiah, and today I kind of stumbled upon this imagery that I wanted to share with you. It's about this man that has this pile of wood that he gathers, and some of it he uses to build a fire, have warmth, and he also uses it to cook some food so he has, substance in his stomach. And then the rest of it he carves into a godlike figure. And at the end, the Bible kind of says, well, that's all well and good, but that's not the Lord. You shouldn't be worshiping this block of wood. It's like having a false god. And so I'm going to read you a little bit of this and see if you can picture in your mind what it's talking about. So I'm going to do Isaiah chapter 44, verse 16 through 20. It says, "Half of the wood he burns in the fire. Over it he prepares his meal. He roasts his meat and eats his fill. He also warms himself and says, 'Ah, I am warm, I see the fire.' From the rest he makes a god, his idol. He bows down to it and worships. He prays to it and says, 'Save me. You are my God.' They know nothing. They understand nothing. Their eyes are plastered over so they cannot see, and their minds closed so they cannot understand. No one stops to think. No one has the knowledge or understanding to say, 'Half of it I used for fuel. I even baked bread over its coals. I roasted meat and I ate. Shall I make a detestable thing from what is left? Shall I bow down to a block of wood?' He feeds on ashes. A deluded heart misleads him. He cannot save himself or say, 'Is not this thing in my right hand a lie?'" So two things come to my mind when I was reading that. And one is that there are places in this world where people don't know God. They don't know his teachings, who he is, and it's thinking about it's a scary feeling. There are some people that just don't know him at all and never heard of him, never got taught to worship him, and because of that, it's really hard for them to be able to live life every day. When it comes to like our churches, it makes me think how fortunate we are to have these churches that want to reach out to these places and really show them who the Lord is and what they can start to believe in order to like reach that salvation in the end, which is heaven. And it's so cool to me. But it's really sad to know that there's some people that just don't know. And then I think the second thing I was thinking about reading this passage was we have neighbors and we have friends, family members, acquaintances around that still don't know God. Right in our backyards, don't know God. And I think about that and how they're not saved either. Some of them might worship in more tangible things just because they don't know Jesus. They don't know to worship him and thank him for all that he's given us. They might think of more tangible things, like in this case, wood makes fire, wood makes me warm, therefore I will worship wood. Well, yeah, but who created the wood? Who's making you warm? Who is really there for you no matter what. It's not the wood, it's the Lord. So it's a cool way to think. So I really want to challenge everyone today, maybe this week, if you think of somebody that could just use a helpful hand from the Lord, whether it's inviting them to a TRC Students event, maybe they can learn more about the Lord through that, whether it's inviting them to a church service, either at your house online or at the church, just so they can learn a little bit more, or even just having a conversation with them, anything, just to kind of get a little bit of the word into their minds, and maybe eventually they can learn to know God. If you have a story where you've done this, or this has happened to you, or anything like that, I would love for you to post it in the comments below. Anyway, I hope that this teaching, gets you through the day, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week. So, thanks, TRC.